All right, what's up, folks? Welcome to Foreign and Domestic. It is good to be here. Good to see everyone out in the side chat. It's blowing up already, and obviously we've had some sad news, and we'll get to that here in a minute. But Mario, if you would start it off right?
Yes, sir. Let's get our hands over our heart, guys, and let's go ahead and do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Awesome, thank you, brother. Thank you. And it doesn't look like Alan's going to make it tonight, so if you don't mind as well helping me out with the side chat, I would appreciate that too, man.
Yes, sir. Let me know when you want me to start.
Go right ahead, brother.
All right, guys. Well, first of all, thank you guys for another wonderful, wonderful episode of Foreign and Domestic. Let's go ahead and start with the side chat. Edward Petty's out there, Walter Davis, Fuss Fork, Bernie B. Sanchez, Let Bullet Junkie, NYC Reloader, Red Raider Reloading, and New York Outcast, Walter Davis, Andy 79C28, Tactical FUD. Of course, we have JH here on the panel. We have Scotty Too Hottie. Oh, what's his name? Danny, of course, and RTT, and of course, the host of the show is Mr. Scotsman. That is pretty much. Oh, James Pollard's here. Let me see, and reloading from the hot pots here. Good to see you, sir. Edward Petty, Walter Davis, AR's gun 1776, armament and access. And I believe Red Raider reloading. I believe that's all we got. If I missed anybody, I do apologize. Go ahead and say hello to everybody on the side chat. More than happy to get you in there. Gizzard Gary just showed up, so that's all I got, sir.
All right, thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Daniel, what's going on, man?
Snow.
Yeah, lots of it.
Tons of snow. Yeah. Spent a couple days, said, I've got a plow on my truck. And I just did my place and just try to keep up with it, man.
Yeah, I understand that. Fortunately, I got someone that can plow the driveway for me, so I'm covered there.
Good. I even got my range plowed off. Like I was telling you earlier, the sun came out a little bit today, so it melted some of the snow. So now I have a skating rink shooting range. Got a good solid layer of ice on there.
Just adds another little bit of difficulty to it. That's all.
Make some interesting video, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. Matt, how you doing, man?
Oh, doing pretty good. Not snow. It was 70 degrees today and sunny, and got a bunch of videos uploaded and ready to rock and roll for the next couple weeks.
Awesome. Good deal. Old what's his name? What's going on, brother?
It's going. No snow. No snow here. It's going. I'm going. I'm all over. It's good to see all of you. It's good to see some faces that I've missed, and looking forward to chatting tonight and maybe a little memory time too. So thanks for having me.
Absolutely, brother. Jamie, what's going on, dude?
Happy Sunday. I hope everybody has a good week. I hope you're bracing yourself and getting ready for a good week coming up, and let's plow through. Thanks for having me. Thanks for sending me a link, and looking forward to spending some time with you guys tonight.
Absolutely, brother. It's always good to have you on. So most of you heard the news. For those of you who didn't hear the news, yesterday, unfortunately, we did lose Willie the Bullet Man. So it's not exactly been the greatest weekend, but we'll remember the good times and keep his family in our prayers. With that being said, I will throw this out there as well, and I'll throw it in the side chat too. But we do have his wife's Venmo, and if you guys want to help her out a little bit, if you can, go ahead and jump over there and help her out. We will have some other stuff coming up to aid in that as well, but for right now, this is what we got. So if you guys can, it'd be appreciated. I know she'll appreciate it. I know she's probably going to be quiet for a while, and that's understandable. But I wanted to let you guys know about that. And let me jump out for just a second here, and we'll got Girls and Guns sitting in the back. Hang on one second.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Well, what's up, buddy? How are you, man?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
Well, as good as we can be here, man. It's lost one
Yeah.
of our brothers here. So it's not
Yeah,
an
another
easy time
one
for a lot of us.
so soon too, man. I tell you, I saw that thumbnail and immediately my heart sank. I was like, no, not Willie.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate thing, man. To be honest with you, I had called JH and I had called Kyle. Matter of fact, this week, and we were kind of like talking about Willie and his situation, and I never thought that in a million years that he would perish, but it's just one of those things, So just so we're remembering Willie and making sure that we're keeping his memory alive. JH, you got a chance to spend some serious quality time with him. Tell us a little bit about your experiences with him. What are some of the good things you're going to remember, Mr. Willie Bulletman?
Willie was my buddy, and I loved him. And, he could be rough and gruff if if you ticked him off in one way or another. But heart of gold, big old heart of solid gold. He's a pretty big dude. He's tall. I'm a short guy. Those of you that have met me know I'm not the tallest guy. So Willie pretty tall, and I remember when he lost his leg. That was a chore, but that was I kept hoping he wouldn't lose his leg, and then when he got in the hospital, I was hoping that he wouldn't pass away, but he succumbed to what I found out today was so much more than COVID. He had a lot of health problems, and it seemed like COVID just got him all kick-started, and it started him down a spiral that he couldn't come back from. I'll always remember Willie staying here at the house for a couple of weeks when he was in town, and yeah, I put up a video today if you guys want to see some pictures and some footage and of Willie. And I didn't mean for it to end that way, but I thought after I got it put together and watched it all the way through, it was like, yeah, it was a fitting ending. And so hope y'all go check it out if you want to see. You want to see some footage and pictures of Willie, and he was a really good shooter. He could really shoot well, and Willie didn't have a filter. If it popped in his mind, it pretty much came out his mouth. And there's more of us out there like that than we like to admit. And you say something and you try to reel it in. And I was always telling Willie, man, you shouldn't have done that. Dang, dude, I can't believe you said that. I said, you can think it, don't say it. But, yeah, Willie was a cool dude, Pop. Yeah, I won't be the same. I just won't. Um, Willie and I talked almost every day for an hour or two at a time. It was much more common the days we did talk than we didn't. But Willie was a soldier. He kept that soldier's mentality till the end, and he even toward the end when he was in the hospital, he was still in a fight, and he told us that he's going to keep fighting. And, what about you, Scotsman? You got any thoughts about that?
That was a good video you did for sure. So if you guys haven't seen that, please go check that out. Yeah, I mean, Willie was just down to earth, regular dude, straight up. Like you said, no filter. I think that's why we got along so well. No filter, just like me. Just a good dude all around, man. And we'll have all the memories of being at the range with him, going to Dead Zero, and that was an awesome time with him there. Seeing him get out to 1,000 yards, seeing that smile on his face when he hit it, that was cool. I wish I'd taken more video that day. I didn't take any that time around.
And with that, let me encourage all you guys, if you ever have a chance to go meet up with some YouTubers, guys that you've known, I guarantee you 99.9% of them are going to be just exactly what you see on your videos that you watch in your house. But don't pass it up, man. Go and do it, because you don't know. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. Don't pass up an opportunity to go meet each other, to get to know each other on a more personal measure. I saw that, Bald. I would treasure those forever if I were you, buddy.
Yep. Yeah. Willie was always happy to help someone out and send some bullets, man.
I'll go you one further, Bald. While he was making you those bullets, I was talking to him on the phone.
He had called me and asked me about all that, what he would need and all the rest of it. He's like, I know he doesn't want anything, but I want to do it anyway.
Yeah, and he never let anything bring him down, man. I'll tell you, even when he lost his leg, he still did everything he could to get back up on his feet and get out there and do stuff, man. I mean, he's definitely was a soldier for sure, 100%.
Yep, absolutely, man. Absolutely. He definitely stepped up to the plate. I talked to him a little bit beforehand, before they took the leg off and stuff, and he kept questioning whether he should do it or not. And we had a good conversation about that. And the next day, he texted me saying he decided to do it. So it was a good deal. And he ranged it up and did what he had to do, man. Never didn't slow him down one bit.
I'm going to reiterate what Jamie was saying, because I know I didn't get to be a part of the whole week, 2 weeks that he was here, but I was thankful to get to drive down there and meet him, shoot with him, share some time with him. And, during that experience, he wanted to make sure he had my phone number, and he never did anything but drop an encouragement to me on occasion, but that's what he did. He took the time to text me and just to tell me that he knows what's going on in my life and how busy I am, but he knows that there's a reward at the end. And I think that was typical of him. He was a good guy, really good guy, gruff but good, blunt. The no filter part, I got to experience that in the one day that I got to spend with him. But man, I'll treasure that day. I definitely will.
Yep. Yeah, we definitely got some good memories. I remember, and Jamie knows, on this one. I had a gun magically stay in Georgia for a year in order to get me to go back again. He never admitted to it, but I knew he did it.
Do you think so?
Oh, you know he did.
I was blaming somebody else for that. I'm glad you shared that because I
No,
never
that was
would.
Willie, man. That was all Willie. He's the
I'm
only one
still
that had
envious
access.
though.
He's the only one that had access to it.
Well, Willie's not the one who gave me that bag, so I was thinking of somebody else. But yeah, that would be something Willie would do.
Yeah.
But hey, man, at least it was locked up in a safe.
Yeah.
I had no worries about it. I knew it was in a good home.
Go ahead, Mario.
No, I said with Willie, it's kind of interesting. I mean, we live in the same freaking state, but I never got a chance to actually meet him. We talked about it. We talked about hanging out and doing what we need to do, and it kind of brings back the point that you made about when you get a chance to meet somebody, go ahead and do it because now I'm not gonna get that chance. Um, Willie was the first person to reach out to me when I was learning how to reload, and he gave me my first press. It's that C press, little C press that I have. I still have it, and I'm forever thankful for it because I learned a lot just by using that little C press. Um, and it's great. So now I have something to think about when I think about him. And if you guys recall, he had purchased a bunch of stuff from the state sale and he was selling it. And I purchased a set of dies, 308 dies from him. So, and I remember we got on the phone and we probably talked for about an hour. And all I did was just I wanted to ask him a question on the dies. Ended up being like an hour and a half conversation on the phone. So, is interesting talk, and you know, I know the type of person Willie is because I'm pretty much the same. I have no filter. Some of you guys have heard that from me. How some of you guys know how I feel about certain things, and I'm very passionate about certain things. But I think we both mean well. We both are, kind of cut from the same type of material, man. When you do the stuff that you do, like Willie was not only an infantryman, but he was also a ranger, and that's not an easy thing for anybody to accomplish. It's one of those things that not everybody gets to accomplish it. He was able to do that. Same thing with Kyle, and yeah, just a little bit sad that one of my brothers is no longer here. Kyle was kind enough to call me this morning and tell me about that and tell me the news. I was really sad, when I heard about it. I kind of had a feeling because I mean nobody calls me at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. You know, I mean not for any good news, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well,
So
Kyle probably didn't even think about the time difference.
yeah, he didn't think about the time. Like, how the hell's calling me? And it was Kyle. So I knew exactly that it was Willie because we had just talked to him about. We were just talking. I had a group conversation between myself and Kyle and JH about it. So unfortunately, he perished. So sad. And like I tell you, what I would tell you guys is we need to start really taking serious some of the things that JH says about meeting people that you care about, because it's an interesting
So
interesting event.
one thing that we do have going around right now is we have a list out there, contact list. So if you guys are out there and you want to add your information to it and be a part of it, there was Big Al and a few other guys out there that wanted to have our information. That way, we can talk to each other and all the rest of it. So we do have that going. If you guys want that link and to add your information, just let me or Jamie know, and we'll forward that over to you.
Yeah, send me that link, man. I'll definitely put my name up on that list.
Yeah, and you can choose as much information as you want to be on there. So you decide what goes on there.
Yeah, I already took advantage of that, and I'm definitely going to use that, especially as this stuff going on right now with YouTube and censoring people and shutting channels down. That might be the only way that I'd be able to get in contact with some of you guys. So with that being said, let me run through the side chat real quick, guys. So we got Lakeview out there, Keith Gregory, New York Outcast, Michael Hurtneck, Walter Davis, Storzax is joining us. How you doing, sir? Reloading from a hot pot. Andy 79Z28, Red Raider reloading. HRM weapons machinist. Let me see, Uncle John's out there. Let me see, Broke Loaders out there. Seven Wonders is out there. Reloading from the hot pot. I believe I said Keith Gregory already. Redbird's out there. Tactical FUD is out there. AOK Foraging and Adventures is out there. Inside Freedom, of course, he's on our panel. And that's pretty much all I got. Thank you guys all for continuously support this chat and this channel. So back to you, Scotsman.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So, Matt, you said you got some videos coming up. What you got coming up, man? Anything good?
No.
Brutal honesty. I like it.
It's all trash. Yeah, I got a scope, an LPVO coming up. Tomorrow is a first shots review of a Canik TP9 EC. Couple other things that I'm still working on. I haven't gotten fully recorded yet, but some body armor that I'm reviewing and things like that. But yeah, the three I got done was the scope, the TP9, and the worst gun belt I've ever owned.
That'll be a good one.
Yeah. Not a single redeeming quality about it, but a bunch of big YouTubers are pushing it.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yep. Other than that, got a lot of training done yesterday. Yesterday was a big training day, and posted a few little short videos of that, like on Instagram and stuff. But yeah, that's about it.
Awesome.
I'll tell you what, guys. I didn't know. Matter of fact, it was 2 weeks ago was the first time I had ever heard of Willie, and never met him. Obviously, never talked to him. Never knew who he was. But I want to tell you guys that from everything you guys have said, we obviously lost a good motherfucker. Because so many people that I know, so many people I respect, so many people that I talk to have so many good things to say about him. I mean, I at this point wish I would have at least gotten to talk to the guy once. I mean, I obviously, if not meet him or better, but at least gotten to know who the guy was. But never got that opportunity.
Yeah.
So
no,
everything
you're
you guys,
solid dude. Absolute solid dude.
everything you guys have said, from an outside looking in, right? Somebody that's from the outside of the group of people that you guys all know and I don't. That's you guys have said some really great things about somebody that I'm sure was a fantastic, fantastic dude.
Yeah, he absolutely was. And if you guys need the channel link, it is in the description too, so you can jump over, watch some videos. And we'll try to figure out a way to get all those videos saved. So if anything does happen, we got them. We'll figure something out.
Well, you'll know if you check that Willie was a master at making fishing weights. He liked to make fishing weights in a lot of different weights and stuff because he was a master fishing weight maker. He even made them
in different colors and everything. Yeah, I do got a question for you guys. I know that we've had certain folks within our community that have had their YouTube channel completely taken out or have numerous strikes. So I'm just kind of like wondering from the side chat and the panel if any of you guys received any strikes like recently, or if so, which videos were they actually targeting for you guys? So I'm just kind of curious.
From what I've seen, it's just kind of random. I mean, obviously they're hitting a lot of casters and that right now, but that's just kind of random on who they're hitting. Small channels and big channels.
Most of my strikes came very randomly throughout the last few years, and most of them were copyright infringement that involved nothing but either copyright free music, or I even got one that was no music, and for some reason the sound of me shooting must have matched some kind of music that they hit me with on that one, and I argued every one of them and got them taken away. Here recently, I've just had random videos removed here on Instagram. Most of them involved cleaning brass or something like that. Just bizarre stuff. No logic to them.
Yeah, I've only had a few copyright strikes for some music stuff or maybe some background noise, but it's always been one of those ones where I get the copyright strike, but whoever stuff it is only wants the revenue from it and they don't penalize me for it. But I also haven't made some videos in a little while either, so I ain't got much for them to strike on me now.
The only ones I got a couple here, a little, probably about 4 or 5 months back. I got a couple that were 4 years old they hit me on, which is retarded, but I got it turned around, but it was ridiculous. I did throw that form link out there in the side chat, so if you guys want to put your info on there, I put the information link out there for you.
I got a strike for reviewing the Amend 2 34 round stick mag. And then I routinely get, even though I use royalty-free music, I routinely get copyright strikes, and then I have to tell YouTube, I copy and paste, the thing from the music website, and then they go, oh, okay, and they take the strike down. But and then of course, like I uploaded 3 videos today, all 3 are demonetized. I have to fight every video. There's a flashlight video. I just did that through night flashlight video. They say it's gun content. There's not even a gun in the video.
Yeah, the 2 I got hit were they said it wasn't child appropriate, and I had already went in and changed everything to the 1, and then they went ahead and said that I hadn't did individual videos. So because I hadn't did individual videos, they'd strike me for them. So I literally had to go back and go through every freaking video and add that on every video. It's just dumb. There's no sense to their madness.
Like my Patreon is now is suspended. And I've done everything they've asked me to do. Take this video down, take that video down, change this in your tier settings and that in your tier settings. And they still won't. The guy that whoever the manager, the censor, or the Patreon manager that was handling my case or whatever. I told him, I was like, look, I've done everything you've asked, so reinstate my profile, my account. They're like, well, you need to tell your subscribers that you've changed this stuff. I'm like, I did in a video. Like everything else you seem to have seen except for that.
Yep.
I did in a Patreon only video. And that wasn't good enough for him. I'm like, look, dude, you can't actually, this is beyond your scope. You can't tell me what I have to type to these people, especially that I've already done it in a video. And he was basically essentially said, fine, fuck you. Well, just suspend your account. And yeah, it's nuts. And it's all because of the content. It's all because of the content. I mean, the Second Amendment, firearms, and freedom content.
Yep.
Yeah, but they're so biased when it comes to this stuff. I don't know if you guys seen it, but you guys can actually watch a video on YouTube. It shows you how to make a pipe bomb. So how is that not being taken out? I mean, you're literally showing people how to do a pipe bomb. Like, that's crazy.
Well, and then
But
there's
yet
still
that's
videos of beheadings and hangings and all kinds of
yeah,
stuff out
absolutely. Absolutely. And how many of us, I mean, I see so many videos that are made that are borderline just, make you wonder what's the deal with that. I mean, if we're gonna have freedom of speech, then in reality it should be all types of communities and all forms that need to abide by this stuff.
You have to know that you're an enemy of big tech. You're an enemy of big media. You're an enemy of everything that the people who are well vested, that have the funds to do what they want to do. You're an enemy of them. There's not a safe place to contribute money. I mean, look at what they're doing with GoFundMe with the truckers in Canada. They actually had raised $9 to $10 million in support, and GoFundMe has frozen that, calling what they're doing as terrorism. And I guarantee you, they're not giving that money back to the people who gave it. They're going to distribute it to who they think deserves it. So BLM's going to get another boost of millions of dollars, and whoever else that they approve of is going to get a boost of tons of money from people who have no intention of giving to them. And nobody's going to do anything about it because they all support each other, and the media is complicit, so they're not going to talk about it. So that's just the times we live in. We're in unfriendly waters whenever we're on just about any forum, any platform. I don't trust any of them. Even the new up and coming ones eventually will be bought out by people who have the intention of silencing people who oppose them.
Make a valid point, sir. That's for sure. And I think in reality, I think that's the reason why we need to have, like, just like Donald Trump is kind of creating his own social media platform. It would be nice, and I know that's probably something that takes a lot of money and effort to do, but it'd be nice if there's a way that others that are freedom fighters can collaborate and create some sort of own social network that would kind of be more about our ability to speak what we need to say. I think that's always, but I do gotta say that I am so happy that Whoopi Goldberg got suspended for stupid ass shit that he said. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I swear to God, I like had to watch that video twice because I was dumbfounded by how stupid and baseless she was in her response about the Holocaust, man. I was like, Are you freaking kidding me, lady?" Like,
Well, I mean, just look at some of the politicians out there too, and some of their dumbass comments they've made, comparing things to the January 6th thing to, you know, the freaking what was it? The one was oh hell, Pearl Harbor. Like, I mean, come on. Yeah, just
Yeah, the whole
retarded.
January 6th thing, that was a big fucking joke. That's all that was.
Well,
They walked in there and everybody was kind of looking around like, oh, okay, this is cool. I'm here.
see,
And
here's my thing. Here's my thing, and I think nobody ever talks about this, but the whole January 6th thing. If these people really wanted to be terrorists, why is it that only one cop died? When many of them had the ability to pretty much annihilate that Capitol Police before anybody even showed up there. I mean, why is nobody talking about that? You know, if these people were, seriously, their intent was to create mad chaos or whatever. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I went through the freaking LA riots, and now that's chaos. That's destruction of property at its finest. You know what I'm saying? That's people not caring for people's lives. I don't know if you guys remember this gentleman named Reginald Denny, who was a trucker, and he happened to be in the wrong place in the wrong time, and because he was white, they almost beat him to an inch of his life because he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. So if you really stop and think about it, the Capitol Police were all Reginald Denny's, and if you really think about it, they all could have gotten taken out, and they didn't. But
they
nobody
were letting
talks
the
about that.
people through the doors. They were like, come on in, taking selfies with them
Exactly.
and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, it was a fucking joke.
Mm-hmm. And now the
that
fact that the
one,
FBI.
go ahead.
Sir.
I was going to say that one cop didn't die as a result of what happened on that day, if I remember right. I mean,
He died as a heart attack or something.
but it was after. It didn't happen during what was happening there. So, I mean, as far as I know, there was one person that was killed, shot point blank, basically in the neck.
Yeah.
Ashley Babbitt.
But yeah, I mean, it's like you said. I mean, it's blown out of proportion. Whether it's a comparison of that data or an ignorance that omits Pearl Harbor, that omits 9/11, and highlights that as the worst thing to happen in our history, or whether it's a president that says George Floyd had a more global impact than Martin Luther King Jr., or whether it's Peppermint Patty sitting up there and claiming that the reason that the job numbers came in so low is because people were taking sick leave. There is an unquestioning platform for complete and utter BS to be pumped out, and there are limitless sheep that gobble it up as if it was grain on the ground.
Yeah, because look at all those riots and the burning and the looting and everything that took place for all those months before January 6th happened. But that was mostly peaceful. Yeah, but this whole little, I don't know, 2-hour thing that happened on the 6th,
so
that was an insurrection. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Our country's going down.
So how many times did they try to burn that federal court building in Portland? I can tell you that at least 6 or 7 times they try to burn that building. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why they didn't succeed, because that thing is made of granite. That just tells you how smart these people are. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's peaceful. You know, I don't get it, man.
Go ahead, Matt.
Well, I think it was was it in the 80s or 90s that a Democrat planted a bomb in the Capitol building or in the House of Congress or something? They don't talk about that. That's nothing. That's never ever brought up. Is the fact that they actually tried to bomb the place. but a bunch of yahoos going in, wandering around, and then leaving when they were told to is an insurrection. Like when I heard that, I had a bunch of people ask me if I was going to go. I said no. It's going to be a big fucking clown show, and it was. And I was at work. I started getting texts and pictures from people that I knew there, and I was like, "Kick ass! I was wrong." And then 5 minutes later, they said, "Go home." They were like, "Okay." It's like, and you wonder why we fucking lose all the time. Because when you're told to go home, you go, "Okay, I have to work in the morning." You know?
Yep. All right, so Scott, what do you got, man? What's another good memory of yours of Willie? What's something else you got?
I mean, I just remember sitting around down there in Georgia with him, talking to him and getting a side of him that I'd never gotten before. Because you know what we do here is great. And I love that we've got the support and the community that we have here. But you know, when you get kind of rubber to road and you're with somebody and you're face to face and you're shaking hands or you're hugging and you're talking about stuff, it goes into beyond what we get real topical here. When you go off topic, you get to know somebody, you get to see a little bit of the other side of him. And I mean, I was going back through his Instagram pages, just looking at all that stuff with his grandkids, and he loved having the three generations. He loved having them around, and if you don't know him outside of that, you wouldn't have known how much that meant to him. So, I mean, there was a side of Willie that we all saw here, and we saw how he communicated. We saw his passion for the things that he shared, for the reloading especially, but for just 2A and just for his, we got some of that for his family, because that's the kind of things that he shared. But that, I think that's what connected me with him more than anything, was the family is why he did what he did, and I try to say that all the time. The only reason that I ever started putting videos out here was I wanted to share things that I could share with my kids. I wanted to post teaching them things. I wanted to have something to look back on. And that lured me in. The community made it stick. But the relationships, when you kind of scratch the surface and you get to really know people, those things last. This could go. I mean, they could literally one day just say, guns are evil. We're taking all gun content off of YouTube. That it wouldn't shock me in the least bit if they ever did that. I think it'll be more gradual, but it could happen. You never know. Wouldn't shock me these days at all. But yeah, huge heart, great guy, and I'm glad I got to know that side of him and to talk with him.
Absolutely, yeah. It's I remember I was casting some bullets and I had the question for him, and I called him, and next thing I know, I'm on the phone for 3 hours. He was always happy to take a call, always happy to help someone out.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get to know him on the level of some of you guys, but I did chat with him a couple times on here while we were in the chats, and then he gave me some advice, helped me fix my press and things like that. I mean, like you said, he's always willing to help out, and if he can answer a question, he'll answer it for you. If he can, he'll tell you flat out, I know nothing about it, So at least he didn't try to go around his elbow to get to his asshole, So very sincere guy. Yeah, I mean, I thank him for all the help he's given me. I mean, I've only chatted with him a few times outside of YouTube, but I mean, it's always been a pleasure.
Yep, absolutely.
So speaking of getting together and meeting people, Is that dead zero thing going to happen again this year, or what's going to go on with that?
I mean, I'm sure we could probably make something happen. They've been back open for a while, so.
Did anybody see the latest edition? They've added a cell phone tower on their site. That'll be a huge improvement because it is in the middle of nowhere. I mean,
yeah.
Jason said about not shooting video. It was a frustration to shoot because you had to literally wait until you got somewhere. And the one time we had that big get together and we stayed at that hotel, we were just clogging up their Wi-Fi as much as we could. So.
Well, part of the problem too is your phone's always searching for signal, so you're killing your battery. You know, because it's struggling to find the signal, and it's hard to record in because your battery was dying so fast. But yeah, we should be able to figure something out for sure. You know, it's they were up and running again and going good, so shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, I'll say that most things in Tennessee are pretty normal. It's when you get in the big cities that it's abnormal. So if you go most places in this state, it's just like it always was. You go into town and you still see. I just stay mad. I stay mad when I'm in urban areas, unless it's downtown Nashville, which is just immune to everything, and it's just a huge party 24 hours a day. So, you know. That's always been the except when the mayor was shutting things down and then going out for dinners with friends and family without complying to his ordinances. So, but yeah, Tennessee's pretty normal. It's a great place to be right now.
Yeah, when I was down there in Gatlinburg, and that was still pretty much at the height of it all, it was still pretty much normal. I mean, people who wanted to wear masks were wearing masks, and people who didn't weren't. I mean, not too many places made a fuss about it, so it was pretty cool. We had a good time out there in Gatlinburg, and what's that other place right there? Pigeon Forge.
I like Tennessee. I've been there a number of times. I used to ride my motorcycle down from Ohio to ride the tail and run through Gatlinburg. And Newport used to have a 8th Mile drag strip where once a year they had the rally on the strip, which is a big bike rally there that lasted like 3 days. And so I'd go down to the tail, go to the rally on the strip, and ride around Tennessee countryside, and then go back home very, very hungover and sunburnt.
Yeah, I didn't know you were a dragon slayer. So that was always one of the benefits of living here back in the day when I had motorcycles was I could shoot up and ride those 119 S-turns. Or man, that place is so much fun. But you also see some pretty bad wrecks when you're up there too. So
oh yeah, you'll do one of them switchbacks and somebody's crotch rocket's in a tree right there.
Yeah. Did you ever camp out up at the Crossroads of Time up at the top of it?
No.
Yeah, that's pretty country. That's my side of the mountains over there. When you kind of get away from the Smokies and you get into like Joyce Kilmer and Slick Rock Wilderness, and you can hike and not see a person for hours. That's the places that I love to go to all the time.
We had a guy break down on the tail about 3/4 way through, and maybe halfway through, and I rode back to Newport to the 8th Mile drag strip, which I can't remember the name of the drag strip right off the top of my head. But back to Newport, got the truck and enclosed trailer, and back to the tail I went. I thought it was bad on a motorcycle. 1-ton crew cab Ford with a enclosed trailer trying to get through that thing. Holy crap, was that hairy.
My brother was dating a girl back in the 90s in college that I wasn't super fond of, and we decided to take a road trip down to Athens, and I chose the Dragon as the way to go down into Robbinsville and then shoot down into Athens that way. And she was purple by the time I got through it. I had to stop for about 30 minutes and let her recover. Yeah, it's way worse than a car.
Yeah, that's on my bucket list. I got to get up there with my Harley and ride through there one time. I've not done it, but um, uh, reloading from the hot pot, brother Gene said he's going down there uh, this summer, so hopefully I can uh, get up there and meet those, and meet him in the hot shot. And maybe we can even go shoot somewhere.
I'll be in on that one. Definitely keep me posted on that.
Will do. But I wanted to share. Y'all know how Willie used to love getting on live streams and stuff. He's been on mine several times, and he he really liked getting on there and sharing and just hanging out with his buddies. Well, one night he was on G23's Saturday night live stream, and they were he kept popping in and out, and he was trying to hide from his wife and son that he was on a live stream, because she used to really get on to him for getting on there and hanging out for hours at a time, and he just loved doing that. Well, they started joking about he would pop out when she come in to beat on him, and she would beat on him, and there you go. So yeah, G23 wanted me to show it again, man. You're muted.
This is English Mountain Dragway. Is that the one you were talking about?
No. That doesn't look like it.
But yeah, G23 wanted me to share that with y'all and tell y'all that was one of his favorite live streams he's done, because they all got to joking about Willie getting beat by his wife.
Well, and Willie would always, when he would get on, he would always, now I can get off, if there's somebody important, I can get off. And you just wanted him to talk. I mean, he was fun to listen to, because you never, like you said, you never knew what he was going to say. It was always a surprise.
That was Willie for sure. He could just spit something out.
Yeah, but when you're running a live stream, depending on who you've got on and who you've got listening, that can be a problem.
we know this. We all know this, as his wife well knows too. I've gotten in trouble. I got him in trouble.
Well, we'll be doing the best we can to help Willie's family over the next weeks and months, and I hope you guys will. Well, I know you guys will step up. You always do. I have no question about that in my mind.
So one thing that I'm working on, as I'm getting a hold of my buddy Nick, a good brother Nick, over at the T-shirt company at Frag Out, and we'll get something put together pretty cool for Willie, and obviously the funds will go to Melissa. So we'll get that going at some point. As soon as I can get a hold of Nick and figure something out, we'll get a pretty cool design put together. And
yeah, if you need ideas, let me know. Myself and Kyle would love to get our input on it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Well, I'm all about that. So I'll be helping all I can. And guys, I feel like I'm not very good company, so I'm gonna bid y'all a good night and go hang out with the wife. She's having trouble with us too. So
keep your head up, man. I know it's not easy for you. It's not easy for a lot of us. Willie did mean a lot to a lot of us here in the community. So, I understand. I understand how you feel. So, do what you think is best, brother. And I appreciate you sharing a lot of the stuff that you've been sharing with us here, because that's stuff that I didn't get just to witness. So it's always appreciated.
Hey, Kyle. Oh, well, we'll have more stories. Just give us a few days till the numb effect wears off and get our facilities back about us. We'll have stories for days, I'm sure. So,
Absolutely.
Scott, good to see you, guys. Thanks for putting up with me, and I'm gonna catch y'all next time.
Take care,
All right,
brother.
brother. Take care.
Take care,
If you need
bro.
something to
Love
holler
you,
at me.
brother.
Y'all do the same. Good night.
Bye, bud.
Old what's his name? I just looked it up and got a map view, and that was it. That is it.
Okay. That's the
Yep.
only one that I knew of up there. It's
Yep.
old school for sure. Most of the people I know into racing around here do dirt track stuff now. A lot of the people who have towing companies and stuff love that dirt track racing. So that was
Speaking of
always fun to
racing,
watch. When I was in college in the 80s, we used to go up to Smoky Mountain Raceway and watch them run the figure eights. That was a blast.
I watched I watched an all female race the other day and lasted one lap and they all wrecked.
damn, bro. Hey, we know why you're single. What's the weirdest thing I saw today? Freaking NASCAR in the LA Coliseum. Like, what the hell? That thing is so tiny. That was crazy. Man.
Yeah, those 8th mile races are always fun anyway. It's all curves.
Yeah, no kidding, man. That's about as crazy as you can get. I just never thought, because I've been in LA Coliseum a lot, guys. I mean, you know, I'm a big USC fan, Raider fan, and I've been there so many times. So it's kind of weird to see it in a different perspective. You're like, what the hell? But it's interesting. I'm glad that at least they're trying something new. Now, if NASCAR can get away from all these race drivers that want to call it not a noose and stop being a bunch of political mongers, I have no problem with NASCAR.
Yep.
I stopped watching drag racing when John Force went Ford. Anybody remember how long ago that was?
Oh, like like mid 90s or something like that.
Yeah, I stopped watching. It was a little later in mid 90s, but not much. Yeah, I stopped watching drag racing when John Force went to Mustang. I don't even know if he's still racing anymore, but
He's
it
still
wasn't long.
racing.
Is he?
He's got two
His
of his
daughter
daughters
raced
racing now.
too, right? Yeah.
Both of his daughters race. Yep.
And then, oh shit, what's his name? Younger guy back in the early 2000s and all that. Jeff Gordon. Jeff
Oh,
Gordon has
I hate that guy.
Jeff
God,
Gordon has ties
pretty
to
boy.
my hometown area. And so once he hit big, that's every conversation you had with anybody was about Jeff Gordon racing. And I was like, I'm just done. Like, I've had my fill. I haven't watched any racing since.
No, yeah, it's yeah, I could definitely understand. I could definitely understand Jeff Gordon because he was annoying as hell. He's kind of like the Tom Brady of NASCAR. Pretty boy fool, thought he was all that. I mean, he won a lot of races and all, but I still didn't like that fool, man. I just never liked him. I don't know. But no, it's interesting.
So Silverback, what you been up to, man? I know you were sick there for a little bit.
Yeah. Still feeling some of the effects of it. Still got a cough, a little bit of chest congestion, man. I'll tell you, it it kicked my butt, but it didn't really kick my butt all at the same time. But yeah, other than that, man, it's been so busy at work. Accidents like crazy. People don't know how to drive. Oh, nice. I dig that.
Silverback has been my nickname for like 12 years.
Yeah.
12 or 15 years.
It became my nickname, probably about around the same time. My daughter gave it to me when she called me a big dumb gorilla. I was grabbing some parts out of the hailstorm, and I don't know, I guess the way I was all hunched over and my belly was hanging and my back was arched, she's like, "You look like a big gorilla." Yeah, I mean, I haven't really been up to much. Just like I said, a lot of work, man. It's been so busy. All this supply chain shortage and cars coming in that we can't fix, and it just takes forever to get parts. And even the insurance companies are so overwhelmed that they're not coming in as quick as they used to help us push these cars forward as well. But also been doing some side work in the garage, trying to get some extra money up so I can set up my machine shop in there.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. We're still struggling to get steel here and there. So some weekends I'm working, some weekends I'm not. Just depends on what we can get. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's been nuts out there.
Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon.
I just bought an upper for my Tyranny 15 lower that says "Let's go, Brandon" on it. So can't wait to put that one back together.
I got a holster coming from We the People that has "Let's go, Brandon" all over it.
Nice. Yeah, I got some stuff coming from We the People also. That's going to be probably one of my next videos that comes out.
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking forward to that holster that you're saying there's garbage, but everybody seems to endorse it.
Oh, the gun belt.
The gun belt.
Oh,
Yeah.
the gun belt?
It's a gun belt.
I'll tell you all about it.
Tell me all about it.
I don't care about ruining the video. Like, I don't even want the name of this belt on people's lips. Like, it's trash.
Yeah, Matt doesn't hold back. He's a good straight shooter.
The Groove Life EDC gun belt is a piece of shit.
I've been seeing advertisements for that.
The Groove.
Oh shit, that's made in Columbia, Tennessee, or Spring Hill, Tennessee.
Yeah.
They make Apple Watch bands. How could it be good?
They make watch bands. They make the rubber rings. You know, people wear the silicone rings, and they make the worst EDC gun belt ever made.
Hold that sucker up, man.
It looks pretty flimsy.
Up to this point, and I even say this in the video. Up to this point in concealed carry, right? There's a couple things we all know, and you can't argue it. This is objectively fact that there's at least two things a gun belt has to be, and that is stiff vertically and stiff torque, a twist.
Yeah.
Like this core belt. Notice it doesn't sag.
Mm-hmm.
Notice it's pretty tough this way, and I could drive a car over this, and it's not going to bend in half vertically.
Oh, do that.
And so they thought, well, let's bring out a gun belt like this. What could go wrong? Like
everything.
So when you put it on, does it like, if you have a really heavy gun, does it sag down to your knee?
Dude, I pull my pants up all day long wearing this.
Okay, the visual is disturbing enough.
With just a tape measure in my pocket, because I don't wear a gun while I'm working anymore because it's just too much. I mean, I fit in a little tiny spaces and I can't have a gun on me. I can by the rules have a gun on me, but there's no way I can do my job and have a gun on me without fucking something up. But yeah, with just a tape measure on my pocket, I'm pulling my pants up all day with this fucking hunk of garbage.
No, please tell me they sent it to you and you didn't pay for it, right?
No, I'm out $65 fucking for this thing.
Man.
Shit, my blue elf gear didn't even cost that much.
Man.
Wow.
Here,
And I
I'll tell you what. Oh, shit. I can't do that. We're live.
Don't do
I
that.
was going to put a gun in a holster on it and watch it go. Bloop.
We'll take your word for it.
Wow, $65 for that.
We will watch your video, though, because it'll be
plus
entertaining.
tax, guys. Plus tax and plus shipping. So you're probably out like $80 by the time you're done.
No, it was about $65 at the end of it. I think they charged $60, and I think it was like $5 shipping. But like these are I think $50.
There's no state tax in Arizona?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to that shit.
They only have a front in Tennessee, so Arizona doesn't have to pay sales tax on that, I think.
But if you want if you want a good gun belt, and I'm not saying it has to be Core. I'm not sponsored by any belt company, but these are fantastic gun belts, and they're stiff and they're rigid, like a gun belt is fucking supposed to be. I mean,
Core makes a good one. Next Belt makes a good one.
Next Belt's not
I
bad.
use Next Belt. I like that a lot.
Yeah, Blue Alpha Gear, man. I've had mine and I love it. It stays where it's supposed to stay.
Yep.
Interesting.
Tactical Fud said you use suspenders when you wear the belt. Yeah, right?
Hey, suspenders are coming back. It's kind of classy. You can be classy and be able to shoot. I mean, it's a win-win, guys.
Yeah, he's already
I
wearing
think
the flannel
rainbow
shirt.
suspenders would make a special addition to the outfit.
I have a pair of suspenders. They're in my.
They've got to be Mork from Ork rainbow suspenders.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, with the little cloud clips.
Oh, no, that's sexy. That's like some Napoleon Dynamite shit there. That's what I'm talking about. What's a liger? Idiot.
I have suspenders, but they're in a backpack specifically for like if shit hits the fan, because I don't think people realize exactly how short of a time it's going to take of you starving before none of the clothes you have don't fit anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's information that you can use. I never thought about that.
Man,
More than
you got
that,
deep
and
on
all the
that
way
one,
to
bro.
your gear, because you're going to have a lot of gear on you. It's going to help keep that gear in where you want it.
Fantastic. Just fantastic. $65 though, man. I'll be mad too, bro. I'm mad for you, bro. Like, man.
Yeah, the video should be good because you're just going to tear it apart, which is awesome.
Oh, I'm ready to get it.
This hat. I don't know. Anybody knows who this is? Yeah, the guy that runs this channel, his name's Sean Ryan. He's a former SEAL and CIA contractor.
Mhm.
Probably one of the most knowledgeable people on the internet as far as training in firearms, right? As far as training goes. It's a $40 hat. I would be glad to pay for this hat 3 times over than to buy one more of these paper mache pieces of fuck.
So, I'm just wondering, did you not look at the pictures of the belt before you purchased it?
Don't get me started, Mario.
So is that made out of the silicone too, like the rings that they make?
No, it's like a nylon that stretches.
Did you not read the customer reviews?
Did I not say that? Did I not say that? I forgot to tell you guys. It's fucking elastic.
So it's made for fat people.
So I thought, and I say this in my video, I had high hopes. I thought, well, new shit comes out all the time, right? There can be, I mean, okay, so like Blue Alpha Gear, for instance. Blue Alpha Gear belt. Right here. Great belt. Ever since I put some weight on over the last couple of years, it doesn't fit me anymore, but still great belt. It's on the thinner side of nylon belts compared to other nylon other nylon belts. A lot of nylon belts are quite a bit thicker than this. However, they have something figured out with their belts to make these extremely stiff. So I had
put
some
starch
hopes.
on them.
I thought, maybe there's something people hadn't thought of before. Maybe a little bit of flexibility, a certain, in the right direction, a certain amount of flexibility, just like in certain tactical pants and even in jeans these days, they make, all the stretch fabric for jeans, that maybe a certain amount of stretch in the right direction, maybe it is advantageous.
Wow.
Stop it, Mario. Stop it. And then I caught it and went, "You're a moron for thinking so."
I'm just wondering, did you not read the customer reviews on this belt?
Was there a video? Was there an actual video of that before you?
They do have a commercial that they play. I see it on Facebook, and yeah, even in the commercial I was watching when they were holstering and unholstering the movement of the belt, and I was like, yeah, I don't dig that whatsoever.
See, man, you should have watched that video, dude.
I was as nice as I could be in my review. I didn't cuss.
You didn't cuss. What?
I did call it a piece of trash.
Okay.
I did say that there's not a single redeeming quality about this, other than and this is the truth. Because it's a very nice looking belt, right?
It's
it's real sleek and nice looking belt, and the tail, when you adjust it, the tail is actually on the inside, not the outside, so it makes for a very nice looking belt. If you're an active person, if you carry a gun, if you carry anything in your pockets, let's just face it, if you're alive, it's not a good belt. But if you are a cubicle zombie, somebody that just wears dress clothes all day long and sits in a cubicle and doesn't want a heavy, stiff belt that may dig into like your hip bone or something like that, or whatever, this is probably a great belt. It really is.
You look fabulous. Mm-hmm.
I like how it folds up. Look at that. I mean, you can put that in your your bug out bag, and it doesn't take up any space.
That's
right.
You
can put some standard
can be fabulous
in there to go with it, and it would just match up a pair really well.
This would totally, for a bug out bag, this wouldn't even make good cordage to hold your fucking tarp up. Are you kidding me? I mean,
tell us how you really feel.
I could beat my dog with this, and he's gonna learn the English language and be like, "What are you doing? Like, seriously?"
I hope that was like video.
Hey, Reggie.
I don't beat my dog, by the way, guys.
Yeah, you do. Dog beater. I'm gonna send Cesar Milan to go see you, bro.
Yeah, any belt that folds up like this is not worth carrying anything on.
I can't believe you spent $65, bro.
Stop it!
Plus shipping.
Probably could sell it on eBay for about the same thing, though.
I did it for you.
Hey, so let me ask you this: what do you get for $65 if you get something for the Vigilance Elite website? You just get a hat, or do you get like gummy bears, tactical gummy bears? Oh yeah, I like gummy bears.
I do like that hat. That's flex fit. Like
yeah, I love flex fit hats.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
The only thing I don't like is you live in Arizona and it's hot as fuck over there. You're gonna be sweating your ass off on that shit. You're gonna have all kinds of sweatbands. Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
Try to find that thing I can throw at the screen without breaking it.
Oh, this would be perfect. See, Willie would tear into you on this one. He would have a good time with this one.
Well, and granted, I buy a lot of shit that there's plenty of things that I buy that I don't think are going to be good, but I see people giving either good reviews or saying positive things about it. It's like, all right, fine, I'll go get one. Yep, it's a piece of shit like I thought it was. Here's a review. You know?
Well, at least you're honest. That's the thing. Too many channels out there these days are just bullshitters, and they get paid for it, whatever.
Those Olight homos over there. I love those guys. Oh my God, get Olight. They're great. Thank God. You can charge it. Good to go.
The positive about it is like their rings and their watch bands, it'll never stink.
Oh, that's the better part.
But wait, there's more.
Wait, there's more. If you act now.
And all this for just $65.
They
make
put
you holla.
A 90, and I don't know how they do this. I don't know where they come up with the number. They put a 94-year warranty on this.
Hey, bro, you didn't even get 6 months out of it, man. You didn't get your money back,
I
bro.
didn't get 2 months out of it.
I had one of the rings that I wore for 2 years, and it ripped off my finger. And then I had a watch band, which is now in the Gulf of Mexico with my Apple Watch. So all I got to say is not so sure I provide that kind of warranty with it.
Dude, I got a Casio G-Shock watch that lasted longer than that shit.
Pogo Loco. That's right. Because that's a subject I can go off on for the rest of the fucking chat.
It just seems like there's more and more people doing it lately. It drives me up the wall too.
Mm-hmm. Or you start watching the video and like the first 5 minutes, it's all fucking like their sponsors and all this bullshit. I'm like, you know what? Fuck you guys. I ain't watching your shit.
I don't mind the money making. I mean, I like making money. I don't know about you guys, but
yeah,
I mean, it's one of my favorite pastimes, making money.
Yes, and catching illegal aliens.
And
don't forget that one.
Yeah, shooting brown people.
That's right. Don't shoot me though, fucker. I'm legal.
But like, there's a lot of people that shit on YouTubers for doing YouTube either for a living or trying to do what they can to make money off of it. And I'm not one of those. I am completely capitalist person. Freedom. It's to me, it's no different than working for yourself. It doesn't matter to me if you run a lawn service, a welding shop of your own, or if you do YouTube. To me, it's all working for yourself. You're self-employed that way. And if people don't want to patronize you, if they don't want to give you money, they don't. They don't watch your videos. They don't click your links. They don't do that stuff, right? I mean, there's plenty of YouTubers out there that I don't watch their videos, and they make a ton of money off of YouTube. So I don't mind the Demolition Ranch that, hey, this video is sponsored by Ring Security or this other one that's has the fucking game, whatever that Shadow Legends game that we always see all the time. That doesn't bother me. I would, at least they're being honest at that point. I'm getting paid to tell you about this product. At least that, but the problem is then they go into their Olight review and the honesty stops.
Right. Well, that's it.
Like, I'm telling you right now, if Core Essentials called me tomorrow and said, we will pay you $500 for a 10-second spot in every one of your videos, you guys are going to see a lifetime of 10-second spots in my fucking videos, you know. But
I'll be like, but first, give me
it's
my
it's a
$65
product that
back.
I use and I like and is a quality product, you know. If Olight called me and said, "Hey, we'll give you $500 for the same thing," I'm gonna tell them to stick their fucking, hand grenade, flashbang lights up their ass.
Yeah, I keep getting emails from Nike about making like a 10-second ad for all my videos. I'm like, no fucking way in hell are you ever gonna. You never been on my feet. You ain't ever gonna be in my video.
Yeah, that's why I don't do a whole lot of reviews because
Yeah,
people don't
man,
want
you
honesty.
should just do it.
You really
Just do it.
should, because there's starving children in China that need to work. So
I've had probably
Just
at
saying.
least, I don't
Just
know.
saying.
I'm gonna say at least probably a dozen in the last couple of weeks. Freaking China companies reaching out to me again. Stop. No, ain't gonna happen.
Same product, different tags.
Same product, different tags. Same product, different company. Same company, different person.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what part of no don't you fucking get?
I have 2 flashlights that are exactly the same, but come in different packaging. And it's funny as hell. Every time I get that shit, I'm just like, this is the same fucking one. So I don't do a video of the next one that got sent to me that's exactly the same as the other one because it's fucking pointless. I just did that video.
Yeah, I mean, I told Fiachi stopped calling me finally. I've done a handful of Fiachi reviews, and I did like there's one on that AK right there. I think it's the RDS 22. It's still on it. Great little budget. I'm not obviously not going to trust my life with it as far as like going into combat with it, but for somebody that wants to do range stuff, great little budget red dot. But then they sent me 3 other products: a magnifier, a light, and another red dot, I think it was. And I trashed all 3 of them, like in one video. And they kept contacting me. I'm like, look, stop. Like, yeah, I don't want to review your crap anymore.
Got all that wish.com freaking stuff. That's what happens, bro.
The one scope they sent me, I didn't even do a review on it. The only review you're gonna see is when I take it down range and shoot the fucking thing. When I got it, I put it on the freaking gun. I took it out. I was shooting with Arm and Axis, and I couldn't figure out why the fuck it wasn't adjusted. Well, then I realized they had flipped them the wrong way. They weren't doing what they were supposed to. The turrets were freaking opposite.
Yeah, I've noticed that with some of them cheapies that everything's backwards. Yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't doing anything it was supposed to, and it wouldn't hold 0. It was just a nightmare. So yeah, that thing is going down range at some point. I don't know when, but at some point.
I forgot
Strap
about
it to
that.
some tannerite.
I forgot about that. Fiachi sent me 2 scopes that
I remember
reviewed,
that review. That was fun.
and I shot them both. Yeah. They wouldn't. They adjusted correctly, but not enough. Like I was shooting low, and I was at full elevation.
Yeah, you were off target on that for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was crazy. And then you're like, I'm gonna give him a chance to fix this.
Yeah, Wally, you're right, man. They're like the car warranties. Your warranty is expired for this car. Funny, I don't have that car.
Yeah, I got a warranty is expired thing for my truck when I first bought it 2 weeks after I bought the truck.
Yeah, I've had calls on my truck too, and I've had it almost a year now, and I've already had calls about that too. Yeah, okay.
Just ask them which one. I like to play that game with them. Then I list about 3 exotic cars, and they hang up on me.
Yep, I've done that. I've played with them a little bit.
Are you talking about the Porsche 911 Turbo that I have, or maybe the Lotus Spider,
Or the
or
Bugatti.
the Bugatti? Wait. Maybe you were thinking about the Lotus Spider. Maybe that's the one you were thinking about. Yeah.
Click.
I like when I get the. You guys, I'm sure, are getting the scam likely. On your
Oh,
on your
Mhm.
right. So
or
my
or
phone
they.
rings, scam likely, and so I answer it out of breath. I'm so glad you called. There's blood everywhere, and I don't know what to do.
I always answer those like, "Oh, hello," and then somebody with a foreign accent's on the other end, and I'm like, "Oh, I don't understand you. I don't speak that language."
No, the best one is you start talking to them in Spanish. They don't know what the fuck you do. Like, wrong number. Sorry. Yeah, it's crazy.
You want to go through the side chat one more time, Mario? It's blowing up pretty good, man.
Yes, sir. First of all, thank you guys all for joining us at Foreign Domestic. We got Jesse B Outdoors out there, Poco Loco, who's saying some craziness. But he's making me laugh, so I'll take that. Mr. Bald and Curious. How do you say this guy name? Hipparchus? I don't even know. Sorry, bro. If I messed it up, I'm sorry. Razors out there, Walter Davis, Dorzax, Bald and Curious, Tim S, Walter, we got Walter, a Broke Loader, New York Outcast, a Let Bullet Junkie, Tim S is out there, Ozzy Osbourne, Single Shot is out there, Broke Loader, Walter Davis, ARs 1776, Single Shot, Lakeview Outdoors, Michael Hurtneck, James Pollard is out there. Oh, Tactical Fudd is out there. Steven Sheets is out there. And let me see who else we got in here. Reloading from the Hot Pot's out there. Broke Loader's out there. G Pinchner's out there. Tara Smith's Kitchen's out there. That's pretty much all I got. Thank you guys all for joining us.
Awesome, good deal. Yeah, lots of good conversation going on out there too. So Scott, I know you've been busy working a lot, man. You've been shooting it all. You've doing any reloading at all? Yeah.
I haven't shot. Well, no, I'll take this back. I've shot a couple of my rifles. I haven't been to. I dropped my membership at the gun range when this stuff started just to kind of preserve ammo, since I was doing 1,200 rounds a month. I decided that wasn't something I needed to do while I couldn't get more ammo, so kind of conserved the stockpile. I've shot the build that we did for Miles, and I've shot a couple of my rifles a little bit, but not much. Reloading stuff is still in a storage pod, and that's got to change here pretty soon. So no, really, I've done nothing but work and drive to the tune of about 45,000 miles a year. So
yeah, I know you've been really busy working, man.
Yeah, and I'm thankful that the work's out there. It's mostly in Nashville, so the benefit of that is that I have to be there anyway for the kids. So I do stuff, but I come back here to Knoxville and do all my design work. So gas prices don't help. This economy doesn't help because it goes out faster than it used to go out. And it's just the harsh realities of where we are. And shockingly, we all knew where we were going. You know, we knew when this happened which direction we were going. So, you know, you kind of live with it. I've got an incredible wife and an incredible family, and you know, I try to stay positive about it. But there's a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot to think about, and you know, because we communicate about this stuff. So
Oh yeah, big time, big time. Yeah,
my goal when this all started was to keep my kids' head straight and to help them to see through what was being forced on them. And I think I've been successful at that part of it. But I never thought that I would see a time when everything turned this much in our country. Um, so, long story short, that's why I haven't made videos, because my videos would be incredibly long rants right now, and they would, people probably
yeah,
wouldn't even want to watch them.
it's definitely tough not to rant on about it for sure. I mean, I get links constantly, not just from you, but from my brother daily now. You know, he believed in what was going on in the beginning, but he wasn't really delving into it that much. Um, with all the stuff they're trying to force on schools and stuff like that, he delved into it a lot more. And now, like literally daily, I'm getting stuff constantly from him.
Yeah.
It's all good stuff. It's all true. You know, it's all good stuff. But yeah, I totally understand that.
You know, it's you know, I share stuff with you, but I mean, I've got archives of videos of disagreeing scientists and professionals and people who had a part in creating some of the stuff that are raising questions. And you know, I save all that stuff because I know it disappears. I know that as soon as I see it, if I don't save it, I won't find it again. And I don't share that with my kids so much. I do talk about it with them, but you know, at this point, you feel like you're just kind of out on an island almost. You know, there's so many people who buy into everything that they're told, that to tell them what you are seeing. And I don't mind being a conspiracy theorist. I don't mind being whatever they want to say, because the conspiracies keep coming true. You know, I don't mind the tags that get thrown at you, but you know, the media paints you into a corner. Um, you're an idiot for believing this stuff, but good God, we had a whole day of hearings with Senator Ron Johnson, with all of these people, all these professionals in there raising all of these concerns. But will it be like everything else? Will it just fade away, or will it be part of what brings a change to all of this stuff?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I
there
mean,
were some people that
the
are,
censorship is strong on this. You know, it's huge. It's just huge, the amount of censorship. For example, like on Instagram, I'm completely shadow banned. You can't tag me, you can't do nothing. Absolutely zero, because I put so much truth out there. It's crazy. Yep, 1776 or bust. You're right. Absolutely.
wow, I didn't even know he was out there. Hey, hello,
Good to see you,
stranger.
brother.
Well, see, guys, I already knew this was going to happen because, well, unfortunately, I've already got a dose of Kamala Harris over here, so I knew what you guys are going to get when you got her. So, no surprise here.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, a lot of us have said from the beginning what was going on. We knew what was going on, but it's only now coming out, and they can't hide it anymore. So,
And one of the things that drives me nuts is the thought that anybody, any politician is going to save us, right? As long as you vote for this Republican, it'll all be fine. or as long as you vote for this guy, it'll all be fine, or as long as he can put this person into a Supreme Court position, it'll be fine. Has that ever been true? Like,
Nope.
think about history. That's never been true. But yet we hear it every 4 years.
Is it too much to expect the people that we vote for? Is it too much to expect them to be held to a standard of upholding the oath that they take when they enter office? And if because the standard now, and then the standard with the Supreme Court, which it never should be, is case precedent. The Constitution is the only thing that the Supreme Court should be ruling on. It has nothing to do with case precedent, not any circuit court's precedent. It should always go back to, does this mesh with or conflict with the Constitution? And I until we hold them to that standard and quit playing the political game of, well, R good, D bad, we're victims of our own decisions and our own votes.
I think the other issue that goes. I think the other issue that I have with politicians, regardless of party, is that not one of them takes accountability for their actions. They'd rather go out there and blame the other fucking party for the reason why things didn't get done. Why is it that none of them take accountability of their fuck ups? That to me, it just bugs me, because I'm telling you guys, I know all of us, if we do something, at work and it's not up to the level it needs to be, we're held accountable for it. So these people are supposed to be. Yeah, tell me, enlighten me with your $69.95 belt.
A guy on YouTube can get arrested by the marshals or by the ATF because there's lightning links printed on a piece of tin, which is legal. But an entire Congress can openly do insider trading and never have a single thing done about it. A president can stand there and say whatever he wants to whoever the fuck he wants, and his side, at least, is going to always support that. And it doesn't matter if it's legal or illegal what he's doing. Constitutional, unconstitutional. It's now, let's do this, and as long as they don't catch it, it's fine. And even if they do catch it, I'll put somebody in a court somewhere that'll say it's fine.
All right, so let's take this comment. Edward, I'm going to say you're wrong, and here's where you're wrong, my friend. They've been planning this for years. They've been working the system for years. They have always been out to rule instead of serve. And so, this has been in the works for a long, long time. This goes back a lot of years, back to World War II. And they've been planning.
Come on,
this for
man.
a long time.
You didn't watch House of Cards? I should have told you everything.
We're really talking about primarily the three branches, and that doesn't even get into all the ABCs and the power that they've been given here lately. I mean, we can have a long chat about the ATF and the unconstitutional power that they've been given, or we can talk about
say it ain't so.
And the NIH and FBI and how they've become like a political wing and an attack dog for whoever's in power, or maybe not even who's in power, really for some unknown power. I mean, you plant enough people in there that are faithful to some kind of cause, then they become a rogue agency.
Yep, somebody plants the seed, and then it takes the group that person controls to sow the seeds and keep them growing.
You know what? I'm gonna agree to that one because The Simpsons been on point, man. I don't care what you guys say.
Yeah, no, they have.
With Barnaby, for sure.
Funny, but it's
with
not funny
Barnaby,
because it's true.
100%.
If you want to know what's going on in the future, you need to watch The Simpsons.
Oh yeah, they've done it all. They have done it all.
You know, maybe we should throw in a little South Park and throw Brian Bontano. He probably will save us.
Get a little Family Guy in there too, because they really all are prophetic, because they tend to keep hitting these points of things that happen, including the trucker protest in Canada. I mean, they hit it over and over again.
Yep, all the time.
So I'm glad to be whatever I am. I'm freaking Teflon, so people can call me whatever they want to call me. But I will
You're
say
fabulous.
this last 2 years has been the quickening of conspiracies that come true.
Yep.
Yeah. You're fabulous. Stop it.
There's been some episodes of the X-Files, because I just recently restreamed all the X-Files episodes going, wow, that is what's happening right now. I mean, his conspiracies were always pretty well on point as far as that goes, when it wasn't about like the alien stuff, but you can even tie some of that alien conspiracy theory into what you see happening throughout the country right now as well.
It's really sad when you watch 80s movies and you wish the country was back in the 80s when everything was simpler. Am I the only one that thinks that way? I'm watching I'm watching Teen Wolf, and I see the scenes where these guys are like just chilling and doing those stupid shit that it was wholesome compared to now. And I'm like, damn, I miss those days. Back in the day when you didn't have a cell phone, you actually had to call on a payphone or a landline.
No computers, no cell phones, man.
No
Yeah.
cell phone.
I reminisced about those days.
Yeah.
Every time I watch Beverly Hills Cop, I go, damn. I wish it was just like that still.
Yeah.
Everything but number 3.
Yeah, number 3 is kind of lame.
Yeah.
For me, it's Dirty Harry, man.
I can remember we were together with a bunch of friends watching the number 3 after we had watched the Tyson fight where he bit the ear off. And in that freaking scene where he's on the Ferris wheel, we were all a little bit hammered. So we all like in unison look at each other and go, oh my God, why are we watching? This is so stupid. Yeah, that was a revelation, because I was the first 2 I was in 100%.
You're gonna stick the banana in the tailpipe.
What you miss and what I miss are 2 completely different things.
But tell us what you missed there at $69.95.
What you do with your tailpipe is on you.
No, man, you remember that in Beverly Hills?
You're not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe trick there, buddy.
Yeah. Man. I don't know about you there, $69.95. I'm below for you.
He's gonna come hunt you down, man.
What sucks? He's within driving distance. That's what's scary.
Right? It's only like a 7-hour drive or something. My favorite 80s movies had to be Police Academy movies.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yep.
Why am I not surprised that's the part you remember?
But everybody remembers the famous scene of the nice beaver. Priscilla. Oh, damn. When are you going to drop that video?
Hey, Poco Loco
Probably
says that the
next
80s
Monday.
suck. So I would love to see a video explaining why he thinks the 80s suck. I would love to see that.
Who said the 80s suck?
Poco, look,
Oh, motherfucker.
I would
take
love
back
to see
every
a
nice thing
video
I ever said about you.
explanation. And anyways, his videos are kind of weird, so it'd be perfect. I'd love to see it.
The
Frame of
80s.
reference, I'm 58. The 80s were incredible.
Yeah. See, I kind of agree, but disagree with that statement because, like I hated the styling back in the 80s, and the hairband
Dude,
music.
everybody
Oh
had
my
fabulous
God.
hair,
I
neon
couldn't
clothes.
stand
What
that
the
shit.
fuck you want? Dude,
But
dude, shoes with no
jazzercise.
Big
socks.
hair. That's
It
God.
was the
with no
beginning of
socks,
girls
bro.
wearing very tight unitards and stuff.
Dude, when
Man,
women
there's
had
something wrong
peacock
with you.
haircuts. Yeah, there is definitely. Come on, man. Milli Vanilli, bro. Come on. Oh no, that's the 90s.
That was the 90s.
That was the
That was
90s.
the best. That was the best part of the 90s, but it was the 90s nonetheless.
Yeah, it was the 90s.
Hey,
Sorry.
we're
I
talking about
jump in.
Willie not having a filter. We had Ronald Reagan, who basically had a great way of saying things unfiltered that needed to be said back
Definitely.
in the 80s. And I mean that was my first real election as a whatever. I mean, I think I always thought of myself as a constitutional conservative, but I don't want to get too carried away with like one person's the answer to anything. No one political person's answer to anything, but he definitely guided in the right direction. He made a lot of mistakes too, but I mean, he guided in the right direction.
Not,
He was one of the
speaking
greats.
of the 80s. I'm a bit younger than you, but Genesis, Land of Confusion, introduced me to Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, that was a great video, man. All the little puppets. Well, Nancy.
I got this at the Reagan Library. I love this thing. I didn't know Ronald Reagan was a baseball fan, but I guess he was.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
One of these days I may feel free to travel to California again. I don't feel so free right now to travel to California. I feel a little
if you
scared
bring your
of
ass to
traveling.
if you bring your ass to Kern County, no problem, brother. You're amongst us peoples because it's a conservative county.
Yeah, that's the thing in my travels out there is I remember that the urban areas are incredibly liberal, but there's a lot of just good people in California. I spent a lot of time out there with my dad because he was working with church camps and stuff like that. And man, those areas like where all the almond groves are, and the places that are incredibly agricultural, they're normal American people. But then you go into San Francisco and LA and places like that, and it's like, good Lord, it's like, how do these two places coexist with, and they don't. I mean, they don't. Gerrymandering has made the power of the big cities, control everything.
Yeah, I spent a week in La Jolla 2 years ago, and I was shocked at how conservative that area was. And then I just drove just 5 minutes into San Diego and was shocked at how not it was.
And it's
in
contagious.
San Diego, yeah, and San Diego's kind of weird because there's pockets everywhere. Like most of the areas where the naval bases are at and the Marine Corps bases, very conservative, very pro-military, all that good stuff. But yeah, like you go to certain areas of San Diego, yeah, they're just like, oh my god, we are not going into this route. Anyways, I'm sorry.
I take it you
We're
spent
getting to
some
that.
time
We're
in the
getting to
valley.
that time, so we're gonna start going through the room. Silverback, we'll start with you, brother. What you got going on? Anything coming up?
Yeah, like I said, I got that We the People stuff gear coming in that I'm gonna try out and make some videos on. Waiting for that upper to show up so I can make my Tyranny 15 build complete. Because I mean, it wouldn't be complete, without my AR, without my nukes and F-15s and a Let's Go Brandon logo on it. So, but other than that, man, just like I said, trying to get some extra money up so I can get that machine shop up and going, so I can start making some parts and tools and stuff all on my own, and hopefully open up a shop doing that and start selling some products.
Awesome, good deal, man. Good deal, Matt. What you got going on? We know you got your $65 bullshit belt.
$69.95. $69.95.
I got a $65 bullshit paper mache belt review coming up. The pistol review. Well, it's not really a review. I don't want to call it a review. It's more like just an initial impression.
Just a rant.
Canic TP, TP9. I do have a complete rifle build coming up that I'm going to do probably a 3 or 4 part series on it. I have all the parts ordered. So that should get started next weekend. And I chose to buy a bunch of ammo today as opposed to a helmet. But that's one of the things I'm going to get into very, very shortly is into ballistic helmet and all the things that go on a ballistic helmet.
So
Awesome.
how's the ammo supply been out your way?
I buy online. So like Sportsman's Warehouse, empty. Some of the little FFLs and gun shops around here that have just like the one little shelf of ammo is way overpriced compared to online. And I got a pretty good relationship with True Shot Gun Club up in Mesa or Tempe. So like that's who I bought 500 rounds from them today. I've got a 200 round battle pack of 5.56 SS-109 right here from them. And I'll get more later down the road, but so I'm pretty much going to stick just kind of with them. They're Arizona company. They keep their prices pretty low. So yeah.
Good deal. Old what's his name? You got anything coming up, or you just keep busy with work, brother?
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to watch a Groove review. I'm going to watch a We the People review down here. Because the last We the People review I remember was Scab Ugly, who ended up, I believe, burning a We the People holster a long time ago. So I'm interested to see how they've improved over the years. And I've got some people. I've got some things that I've saved to watch because I'm just so busy. I'm not on YouTube much, but I'm looking forward to seeing both of these down here because they're going to be entertaining. I believe that they'll be worth watching because I'll gain information and I'll be a better person for it. Probably won't make a $65 mistake. So that's about where I am. I'll be here until Wednesday, and then I'll be back in Middle Tennessee Wednesday. So, God, thank you for letting me be a part of this tonight. And this group right here is always so much fun and informative. So, yeah, hey,
Always good to have you, brother. I'm glad you were able to make it.
It was a good time. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Guys, I want to thank everyone out there. We had a lot of people watching tonight, and I appreciate that very much. Please check all the links that we're throwing out there. The links down below for Melissa's Venmo. If you can help out there, it's much appreciated. Like I said, we'll have some other stuff coming up here pretty soon, more kind of solidified than planned, so that we can help her out and help the family. Lots of good memories of Willie. I will have a video out sometime this week for Willie, so look for that. Other than that, I'm going to throw it over to Mario to take us out.
Well, guys, it was another wonderful, wonderful chat, and I'm mesmerized by this Chuck Norris freaking. I don't know if you guys seen this video. It's kind of mesmerizing. I'm just kidding. Anyways, guys, thank you guys all for being here for another wonderful night of Foreign and Domestic, and we will see you next weekend. And with that being said, woo!